J Drone here. What's going on, guys? T16 Pro with the Hog gimbals, and it also has an internal module as opposed to the external one. That way, if you use Crossfire, you can have both modules in at the same time. We have the Bugs 3 Mini here. I'm going to show you how to set this model up totally with this. If you're new to this radio, or if you have this radio, you're not sure how to use it, this will be a good video for you. I'm going to show you how to set switches. I'm going to show you how to reverse channels. I'm going to show you how to do a basic setup. This will be same thing with Fry Sky, Fly Sky, obviously. This, you don't need to press a button to bind. It wants to be bound already. So let's go ahead and turn this on. A lot of your Fry Sky and Fly Sky modules, your receivers, they need to press a button and then they're in bind status. This, you just plug it in and it's ready to be bound. So the first thing that we need to do is hold this button. There's 3 buttons over here. Hold this button. You'll go here. You are looking for, let's see, not external because we don't have it. That's the way it was on the original T16, internal radio frequency. We are going to make that say multi, and then we're going to go over here and we're going to find Bugs 3 Mini. We'll get closer so you can see all the other protocols. Bam, Bugs 3 Mini. And as you can see, it went solid already. As soon as I clicked on that, I didn't even have to click bind or anything. And you don't want it on Bugs 3H, you want it on STD. Standard, I would assume that's what that means. So you're not ready to go. And the reason you're not ready to go, I'm just going to back out of here. I'm going to click back here, is because they already have channel set, which I thought it was that one. I thought they had that channel set. They do have channel set in here, and they're not correct, and that's why OpenTX is a stronger learning curve versus the Devo controllers, because a lot of the protocols are already done. So we need to go back into here. And then we're going to hit the second button to page over. Second button, second button, second button. We are in inputs. This is not where you change things. You want to actually change things in. Actually, there is nothing set. I thought they had stuff set, but that's fine. This will be a total learning for you guys. So it needs to be AETR. We see RETA. So how do we change that to A and that to R? Quite simply, you're going to press, and when you press, you can roll this anyway, top or bottom, but when you press this on the bottom because the button is on the bottom. If you press up here, you will break your roller. So we are going to go on the rudder. That needs to be A. We're going to long hold. We're going to click edit. We're going to go down here, and guess what? We're going to click that, and we're going to find the A right there. Then we're going to hit enter, then we're going to go back and back. So now that says AETA. It needs to say AETR. So we're going to go down here to the R, or to the A, and make that say R. Again, we are long holding the bottom part of our roller, and we are going to click edit. And we're going to go down here. We're going to click, and we're going to find the R. There's the R. Now our channels are correct. Before we go ahead and set any toggles, I'm going to let you know that channel 1 and 4 reverse. And the way that we reverse things is by pressing this. We'll get to this right here. And we need to reverse channel 1 simply by pressing on this. We're going to go over here and just press it. Now the arrow's facing that way, it's reversed. And then we can hit back, channel 4, we'll press this, we'll go over here and just press it. And then we'll go back. That's reversed. So then we can go ahead and get back to our mixers page to set our toggles. So toggle 5 is how you arm it. Without setting this, you cannot arm it. So we are going to go ahead and go down here, and we will set 5 to this channel. And I'm going to move this because it might actually arm after I do it. And we'll hit enter, and we will back out. And it didn't arm, but let's go ahead and see. There we go. So that's set on that toggle. It's actually all the way down. It'll set. Okay. Then we will go ahead and go to channel 6, which is your angle mode. The toggle needs to be flipped before you turn on the quad itself. So you need to have your controller on. You need to have the toggle switch, which again, we're just going to go ahead and press here, and we are going to assign it to this one. Then we'll cut back, and then we'll get back out of there. That's how you enter acro, which, yeah, you can't do it. It doesn't matter that you're doing it like this. So before you turn this on, if you want to go into acro, you have to then flick this accordingly. So we're going to go ahead and put that up. The next channel we have is for your flip button. If you want to set that, you would then go down here, click, switch it. I'm not setting it. And then that would be your flip button. The next one, I'm just walking through these now. The next one is 8, which is your picture. Again, if you wanted to set, and I think 7 we, yeah, because we went into it, it wants to be assigned to something. That's all right. Let's see. Show you how to delete it, because I don't want a flip button. I don't use the flip button. Channel 8 is for your picture if you have picture on it. Channel 9 is for your video if you have channel 9 if you have a video like a camera on it. We don't. The last one that we are going to set is for our lights. We're going to set that to this one simply by moving it down. We're going to click that, and we are going to reverse back and back. And now, as you can see, if I flick that, lights off, lights on, and same thing with our throttle. Throttle on, throttle off. Guys, I'm J-Drone. If you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Questions, comments, concerns down below. Obviously, we can then we can name our modes. We can also name our channels. Not name our modes. We can name our quadcopter, Bugs 3 Mini, if we wanted to. Model image, the bottom 3, I believe, are pretty cool quadcopters. I'm just going to go ahead and set that and go back, and bam, we have a quadcopter there. Obviously, if we switch name, it would be there. You can set this up to see channels and whatnot, and if you look up here, as you can see right there, our signal quality is terrible, and it should actually read it. It was showing me RSSI earlier. Just really quickly, guys, I wanted to show you that I did get the RSSI signal there for this drone. I actually had to leave that off, go down to bind, and then turn that on, and then it actually picked it up. And just to show you, proper orientation of your antenna is like that, because if you have this like this, you can see what just happened.
RF signal low.
There, it even told me RX signal low. I straightened out the antenna and it's pointing it, but if you go, and again, I'll try to have those bars down there so you could see it. We're fluctuating in between. So that's the way you want your antenna parallel to your drone, because again, if we go like this, she should have said RX signal low because it is pretty low, but I guess she'll only do that.
RF signal low.
There you go. It'll let you know RX signal is low, and it's just because of your antenna placement. But again, we put it like that, and we get darn near almost full bars. I mean, if we held this like this, maybe it would go full bars. There we go. Like that. It's fluctuating, but that's good signal versus it just being straight. If you guys haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Questions, comments, concern down below. Get at me later.